On August 20th, 1966, two young electronic technicians climbed a lonely hill overlooking the city of Nitri, Brazil. They never returned. Days later, their bodies were discovered lying side by side on the hillside. They wore expensive suits, waterproof raincoats, and over their eyes, homemade lead masks. There were no signs of violence, no struggle, no obvious cause of death. Beside them lay a notebook containing cryptic instructions that investigators have never fully explained. Nearly 60 years later, the mystery of the lead masks case remains one of the strangest unsolved deaths in modern history. This is Case File Number 7. Section 1. Two ordinary men. Before they became part of one of Brazil's greatest unsolved mysteries, Miguel José Viana and Manuel Pereira de Cruz lived seemingly ordinary lives. Both men worked as electronic technicians in the town of Campos dos Goitacazes in the state of Rio de Janeiro. They shared a fascination with radios, electrical equipment, and the possibility of communicating beyond the limits of conventional science. Friends and family described them as intelligent, curious, and deeply interested in electronics. Their experiments often involved homemade devices, unusual equipment, and long discussions about signals, energy, and unexplained phenomena. On the morning of August 17, 1966, the two men told their families they were traveling to the city of Nitri to purchase electronic supplies. It appeared to be another ordinary business trip. Neither man could have known. It would be the last journey they would ever make. Section 2. The Last Journey. On the morning of August 17, 1966, Miguel José Viana and Manuel Pereira de Cruz left Campos dos Goitacazes and traveled toward the city of Nitri. Before leaving, they told their families they were purchasing electronic equipment for one of their experiments. Nothing about their departure seemed unusual. Upon arriving in Nitri, the two men were seen buying waterproof raincoats from a local shop. The purchase puzzled the shop assistant. The weather was warm, the skies were clear, there was no sign of rain. Later that afternoon, a waitress at a nearby cafe recalled serving the two men. She remembered that they appeared calm, spoke very little, and seemed to be waiting for something or someone. As evening approached, witnesses reported seeing the pair making their way toward Vintém Hill. It would be the final confirmed sighting of Miguel José Viana and Manuel Pereira de Cruz alive. No one knew what awaited them on the hillside, and no one could have imagined the mystery that would soon unfold. Section 3. The Discovery. 3 days later, on August 20th, 1966, a local teenager was flying a kite over Vintém Hill when he noticed something unusual among the brush. As curious onlookers gathered below, the steep terrain made it difficult to reach the location immediately. When authorities finally climbed the hillside, they made a discovery unlike anything they had seen before. Lying side by side were the bodies of Miguel José Viana and Manuel Pereira de Cruz. Both men were still wearing the waterproof raincoats they had purchased only days earlier. There were no signs of violence, no evidence of a struggle, no indication that either man had attempted to flee. Then investigators noticed something even stranger. Covering each man's eyes was a carefully cut mask made from lead. The strange eye coverings appeared to have been deliberately crafted and placed with precision. Beside the bodies lay a small notebook containing cryptic handwritten instructions. One line read, 1630, be at the specified location. 1830, ingest capsules. After the effect, protect metals, await the signal. Mask. To this day, no one knows exactly what those words truly meant. Section 4. The Investigation. As investigators searched for answers, the lead masks case became even more perplexing. Autopsies revealed no signs of violence or physical trauma, yet the exact cause of death could not be determined. By the time the examinations were conducted, crucial evidence had already been lost. No traces of poison could be confirmed, leaving investigators with more questions than answers. Attention quickly turned to the strange notebook found beside the men. Its handwritten instructions appeared deliberate, almost as if the two men had been following a carefully planned sequence of events. But who had written the note? And what exactly was the signal they were waiting for? As detectives searched deeper into the men's lives, they discovered both had a strong interest in electronics, scientific experiments, and spiritualist beliefs. Some investigators wondered if the pair had been attempting an experiment involving communication with forces beyond human understanding. Others believed they had been deceived into participating in a dangerous ritual. There were even theories involving secret organizations, unidentified aerial phenomena, and classified technology. Yet despite decades of investigation, none of these theories could ever be proven. The lead masks case remained exactly what it had become from the very beginning, an unsolved mystery. Section 5. The Unsolved Legacy. Nearly 60 years have passed since two ordinary men climbed Vintém Hill. The questions they left behind remain unanswered. Why were they wearing handmade lead masks? Who wrote the mysterious instructions found in the notebook? What was the signal they expected to receive? And what truly caused their deaths? Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe the men were conducting a scientific experiment. Others suggest they were attempting to contact something beyond human understanding. Some point toward criminal deception, while others continue to speculate about unidentified aerial phenomena. Yet no theory has ever been supported by enough evidence to solve the mystery. Today, the lead masks case remains one of Brazil's most enduring unsolved mysteries. Its strange details continue to fascinate investigators, historians, and those drawn to the unexplained. Perhaps the truth disappeared with the two men on that quiet hillside, or perhaps it is still waiting to be uncovered. Until then, the lead masks mystery remains an open case. Thank you for listening and subscribing, and if you aren't, consider subscribing and hit the like button. Until the next signal, stay safe, stay curious.